My question is to the Minister for Foreign Affairs, Senator Wong. The Albanese government's first term saw the government improve Australia's standing around the world in the face of unprecedented global challenges. What is the government doing to continue to advance our national interests in our region and beyond?
Thank you, Senator Ciccone. Minister Wong.
Thank you very much, President. I thank Senator Ciccone for his question and for his interest in these matters and for his able chairing of the Foreign Affairs Committee, both in estimates and more generally. President, we all know, Australians know, we do live in a more uncertain world, a more unstable world. And I have said many times that Australians should have confidence in our ability to navigate these uncertain times together. And that is what we are doing. And we have, since we were elected, as a government, we have worked to strengthen all of Australia's relationships. This includes our relationship with our principal strategic partner, the United States of America. I was very pleased, and I think the country was very pleased, that the Prime Minister's meeting with President Trump last week was a clear success. A clear success. The Prime Minister, the President, signed an historic $8.5 billion deal, that's around 13 billion Australian dollars, on critical minerals and rare earths. A deal that will help secure supply chains for these vital products so that Australia and America can make more things together going forward. And it builds on the Quad Critical Minerals Initiative that Secretary Rubio and I announced at Washington DC earlier this year with our Quad partners, and on the Critical Minerals Strategic Reserve that the Prime Minister announced during the election. These initiatives are landmark. They are good for Australian workers, Australian businesses and Australian investors. Excuse me. President Trump also affirmed his support for the AUKUS partnership. The meeting's success is a testament to the trusted partnership between Australia and the US as strategic defence allies, and it speaks to the importance of advocating for Australia's interests in a calm and mature way, as the Albanese government has been doing.
Thank you, Minister. Senator Ciccone, first supplementary.
Thank you very much, and thank you, Minister. Now, we also know that the AUKUS partnership is the single biggest investment in our defence capability in our history, representing a very big moment for our nation, our defence force and our economy. Can the Minister please outline to the Senate how the Albanese government is delivering on our AUKUS partnership?
Thank you, Senator Ciccone. Minister Wong.
Senator Ciccone, the President's affirmation of AUKUS is a strong and welcome signal of the strength of our alliance with the United States, and the President couldn't have been clearer. It's full steam ahead for AUKUS. AUKUS will better enable Australia to contribute to the strategic balance of our region, to ensure that our region remains peaceful, stable and prosperous, and a region in which sovereignty is respected. That is in Australia's national interests, and that helps keep Australians safe. AUKUS is also a once-in-a-generation jobs and skills opportunity for Australia, particularly in my home state of South Australia, but across the country. We are partnering with higher education on STEM courses, and the Skills and Training Academy is being built and apprentices are being trained through TAFE SA, and 7,000 more Australians will work at the Osborne Naval Shipyard. This means highly skilled, well-paying, secure jobs in South Australia and across the country now and for the future. Jobs only Labor delivers.
Thank you, Minister. Senator Ciccone, second supplementary.
Thank you again. Given the complexities of the challenges the world faces, why is it so important that Australia speaks with one confident voice in international affairs? And what might prevent Australia from achieving important outcomes in our national interest?
Thank you, Senator Ciccone. Minister Wong.
Thank you, President. Well, we will continue to advocate on this side of the chamber for Australia's interests, despite those opposite, the Liberals and the Nationals, being out of step again and again. And they are still trying. They are still trying to undermine our relationship with the United States. And I'd remind those opposite of just some of the commentary on their strategy from Mr Kelly in The Australian. This is a humiliation for the coalition. Nearly everything they said now looks misconceived or plain wrong. From James Massola in the Sydney Morning Herald, the opposition attack has come unstuck, and the sooner they realise it, the better for them. And even Senator Hume has called her leader's attacks churlish. Churlish. You know, it's pretty dire when a backbencher has to remind their leader of what the national interest looks like. It shows that those opposite aren't up to the job. You're focused on fighting amongst yourselves. We're focused on delivering for all Australians.